factor. Both of these teams have 9 or 10 players averaging 12 to 15 minutes per person per game. So it will be interesting to watch the depth and the conditioning, Lee, to see what kind of condition both of these teams are in.
Well, Conference USA basketball in Hattiesburg is underway as the Golden Eagles in their home white uniform taking on the UTEP Miners in their traveling away orange on orange as Southern Miss with the ball and a kicked ball there. Southern Miss with the opening tip. It's very important, Larry. I know this is for each team, for these teams to get off to a very, very fast start here this evening.
Yeah, both coaches will be watching their players, the team, the first 5 minutes to see who can establish the tempo and the style of play that both of these coaches want out of their team.
A good pass inside, but knocked away by UTEP. That's Keontae Kennedy knocking that one away as the Golden Eagles now with just 10 seconds on the play clock as they inbound this ball.
Be a set play here from the inbounds line. Let's see if they can free up Draine or Stevenson inside for a basket. There it goes to Draine for the floating baseline jumper that missed, Lee.
Well, the Golden Eagles tried to score first and couldn't, and now it's the Miners bringing the ball across the court as Keontae Kennedy drives, throws it up, and a rebound by Denaje Harris, and a very strong rebound there by Harris.
Good job by Kennedy to get the ball within 5 feet of the basket. He just, I guess, lost his balance going up and rim, but a good job getting the ball close to the rim there for the attempted basket.
Well, the Golden Eagles trying to draw something. There's Jerron Pierre, JP with the first basket as Southern Miss takes the early 2-0 lead.
True freshman, Lee, not afraid of the spotlight, not afraid of taking charge of this game. We'll hear a lot from him tonight.
Now the Miners back up top with Kennedy as Kennedy's going against Draine. Now that's Williams going to the basket. The left hand doesn't go, and it's going to be a loose ball foul called against the UTEP Miners. That foul is going to be called on Titus Verhoeven. That's his first personal. And the Golden Eagles with the 2-point lead early here in Hattiesburg. Again, we welcome you in and wish you a happy new year. 2021 in Conference USA basketball. Doesn't get much better than that. Jerron Pierre drives, dishes back to Denaje Harris. Harris with the layup doesn't go. And the offensive board by Tyler Stevenson. So again, Southern Miss with another second chance opportunity. Tate Hardy from the left wing. He's going to drive and dish it, and there's a pass knocked away, and here come the Miners once again.
And you see UTEP wanting to push the ball up the floor on rebounds, turnovers, whatever. Any chance they get, Lee, we'll see them pushing the ball. Coach Terry wants them to play fast, and I think we've seen them even in their half-court offense playing fast. In fact, a couple of their shots might have been rushed, but he loves his team and wants his team, as he says, to play fast.
That foul caught on Tate Hardy will be his first. So both teams now with one team foul. A look inside. That's Williams. Williams back out to Bieniemy, and the shot doesn't go by Williams. And an offensive board there. So something that the Golden Eagles normally can do. The Miners come up with a big board, and the long three by Bieniemy doesn't go. And Southern Miss once again bring the basketball back across midcourt.
And Lee, it drives a coach crazy for their teams to give up offensive rebounds. And both Southern Miss and UTEP already have an offensive rebound. And it's like a turnover. It just gives you another opportunity, another offensive opportunity to score. And you just want to limit the amount of offensive turnovers that the other team gets.
UTEP still trying to get their first basket. And there's a left-handed layup by Sule Boom, the standout player for UTEP, so tied it up at 2 here this evening.
And it looks like UTEP is really focusing on getting the ball to the basket, penetrating the defense. They've taken one outside shot. Everything else has been at point-blank range. As you see, Draine adding to his 3-point career total for Southern Miss.
And Draine now with a big bucket there, and Southern Miss back on top. So a couple lead changes here for the Golden Eagles.
I believe it was a 2-pointer lead. It was close to a 3, but I believe they're saying his foot was on the line. So
there's a drive and a missed shot and a second chance opportunity there by the Miners that doesn't go. And Southern Miss just fighting underneath, getting extra boards. And Tate Hardy comes to the line, shoots it in there. Tate Hardy's on the board again for the Golden Eagles. So 6-2 lead here for Southern Miss.
Good job by Tay there, just dribbling around, not anything fancy, just pulled straight up, took a little 12-foot jump shot, and he got the shooter's touch.
There's Williams. He drives against Harris, and once again he is denied, and here comes JP. Out to Hardy. Hardy tried to go with his left hand to the middle. He swings it back out to Jerron Pierre. Larry said earlier, the true freshman from New Orleans, Louisiana, has had a pretty good year so far helping this Golden Eagle team. And there's Stevenson from the top. A shot doesn't go, and a long rebound by Sule Boone. Probably
just a little bit out of his range there at the top of the key. Coach Leonard probably liked him to move in just a little bit, but he's a lot better shooter than people give him credit for.
And Boone now with 4 points here this evening as UTEP climb back within 2. Southern Miss with the early lead. Jerron Pierre takes the ball for the Golden Eagles across court. He's being guarded by Bienemy. Bienemy's kind of that missing piece that this UTEP team didn't have last year. A true point guard that can play some defenses. Tay Hardy pulls it up, and an air ball and a rebound. And here comes Bienemy and the UTEP Miners.
They love to push the ball up the floor. Southern Miss is going to have to get back on defense because UTEP is going to play fast. They're going to catch the ball and go, as you've seen already. And UTEP doing a really good job also getting back on the defensive end. So they're doing a really good job so far controlling the tempo of the game.
Bienemy, he drives, gets the layup, and draws the foul. The foul by Jerron Pierre. Early lead by the Golden Eagles. You're watching Conference USA basketball.
Tempo of the ball game. Although UTEP has not shot the ball well yet, only 2 for 7, I know he has to be very, very pleased with the way his team is getting the tempo of the game to what they would rather it be.
Jamal Bienemy is on the line for UTEP. He's a 72% free throw shooter and cannot get his first to go. Bienemy from Katy, Texas, averages right at 7 points per game. UTEP on the year from the free throw line shooting right at 75%. So a very, very good free throw shooting team, but Bienemy cannot get either one to go. So a bullet there dodged by the Golden Eagles as Jerron Pierre brings it across the court to the Davis Draine, back to the top to Tay Hardy. Jerron Pierre, a freshman standout, going against Bienemy. There, Artur Kanukchik has made his way into the game as well from Estonia. Artur is one that can shoot it from the outside, but does a nice job getting boards as well. And Artur draws the double team back to the top, and a shot clock violation. So really good defensive play there by the UTEP Miners.
Yeah, excellent defense there. They started off that possession by Southern Miss in a half-court trapping zone defense and fell back into just a really hard man-to-man, hard man-to-man defense there. Excellent job making them not even allowing Southern Miss to get off a shot.
And there's a three-point basket made from the top. Christian Scholund has now UTEP with their first lead of the evening. Southern Miss did score first, and it was a back-and-forth two-point game. And now UTEP with the big three-pointer by Scholund, and an early lead by the Miners is now the Davis Draine trying to get involved in the action. And there's a traveling violation called by Draine. A little out of sorts as he entered the lane there.
Yeah, a little bit trying to do a little bit too much. Lost his balance there, got tripped up. I think he was hoping for a foul, but there was really no foul there. Just a good call by the officials. UTEP basketball going the other way, Luke.
DeAndre Pinckney checks in for the Golden Eagles. Pinckney's from Carroll City, Florida, the junior. Now UTEP underneath, the basket does not go. That's a missed shot by Christian Agnew. Agnew's one of those additions to this UTEP team that makes them a better athletic team, but couldn't get the ball in the paint to go.
UTEP doing a really good job penetrating the defense, getting the ball close to the basket. But the ironic thing is they're hitting their outside shots better than they're hitting their inside shots at the moment.
Southern Miss is a team that will shoot it from beyond the arc as JP takes it with the left hand. Doesn't go, and the tip in by DeAndre Pinckney. Pinckney with a big shot there. Pinckney just averaging 3.7 points per game, but a nice two underneath.
Pinckney did a good job there, seeing the ball penetrating to the basket. Go ahead instead of being a spectator, just went to the basket, anticipating an offensive board, and he got the missed shot and an easy putback for him.
A missed three by Christian Agnew. Rebound by the Golden Eagles, and Southern Miss again back on top. So we've seen it change, the score change possessions multiple times here already this evening. If Southern Miss can come away with points on this possession. Tay Hardy to the top to Pinckney. Pinckney's a big guy that can shoot it outside, and there's a foul called away from the basket. It's a foul called on number 12. That's Christian Sholun. His first personal. A couple guys checking in. Justin Johnson checking in for the Golden Eagles, and Keontae Kennedy now checking back in for UTEP.
And Lee, as we expected, both coaches substituting early in this ball game. And again, you can't play for tomorrow's game tonight, but I do believe we're seeing some substitution patterns a little earlier than normal.
Draine being guarded back to Pierre. Pierre tries to go with his left, draws a double team. Justin Johnson's going to drive baseline, and he stepped on the out-of-bounds mark. So a couple turnovers there early by the Golden Eagles.
Lee, I've watched a lot of basketball this year, and I see that happen more often than I've just ever recognized before. And it always kind of weird how you can step out of bounds when you know that line is just moving so fastly. Their foot goes back a little bit, and it just happens a lot more than you realize.
Missed layup by Sule Boom. Boom with a couple baskets early, couldn't get that one to go. Now here comes the Golden Eagles, and Artur Canucci throws one up off the glass, and it goes over the top of the backboard. The Golden Eagles and UTEP in Conference USA action here in Hattiesburg. The Miners standing in the way of the Golden Eagles, and Southern Miss with the early 8-7 lead as UTEP does inbound the ball. And here comes Sule Boom and the UTEP Miners. Jay Malone is checked in for the Golden Eagles. There's a three-point basket by Sholun that doesn't go, and an offensive rebound by UTEP. And there's a basket made by Keontae Kennedy. And once again, the Golden Eagles have given up their lead to the Miners.
That's the first score by either team in the last over 2 minutes, and another offensive rebound by UTEP there on the offensive end to get another chance of scoring. And here you see them clearing the defensive board. UTEP doing a really good job so far of controlling the board.
There's a shot and a foul. Sule Boom's going to be fouled on the play. That foul by Jay Malone's going to be charged with that foul. Sule Boom is an 86% free throw shooter, and Boom has made 32 free throws this year as Tyler Stevenson checks in, as does Effie Odigi, as well as Jamal Bienemy checks back in. Mark Yaxon now in for the Golden Eagles. Boom's 32 made free throws are half of what the UTEP Miners have made as a team. And 3 times this year, Boom has been perfect in free throws. 4 for 4. He was 5 for 5 one game as well. So very, very good free throw shooter, as Boom did connect on both of those. Now Jay Malone with the Golden Eagles down in the corner to Pinckney. Pinckney looks down, and a bad pass, but it does get kicked by the Miners, so Southern Miss will inbound it.
Lee, this time they extended their half-court trap beyond the half-court line, and this time they stayed in the half-court zone defense. Looks like now they're going back man-to-man defense for the UTEP Miners.
The Miners with their biggest lead of the evening so far. Again, this has been a game that's gone back and forth.
I stand corrected, Lee. They are still in that little matchup zone, which is giving Southern Miss some fits this year. Earlier in the season, boxed out there by UTEP. Another defensive rebound.
Odigi with the rebound. Southern Miss, the shot couldn't go, and now the right hand by Kennedy doesn't go as well, and that ball is going to be knocked out of bounds off the Golden Eagles, so it will remain Miner basketball.
Second chance opportunity again for UTEP to add to their lead here.
Southern Miss came out shooting the ball well early, and they have not scored in the last 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Larry, what does Southern Miss need to do offensively to try to figure out something and really erase that drought?
Well, what they don't need to do is have long droughts of scoring against this UTEP basketball team who likes to get the ball up and down the floor. So they've got to continue to work the basketball against this matchup zone or tough man-to-man, whichever it is they're facing, to get a little bit better shots than they have gotten in the last 2.5 minutes.
Jay Malone to the top to Tyler Stevenson. There's Justin Johnson. He's going to drive, take it to the lane. His shot doesn't go. There's a rebound by Kennedy. And in transition, it's Enemy with the layup. And a quick timeout is called by Southern Miss. And so we talked about how fast this team will play, and talking with Coach Rodness and UTEP played in back-to-back days. So very, very interesting. Again, it's a new rule by Conference USA, and it will be one that coaches will have to go to their bench, have to really organize minutes by players. But really, it's all about winning game one.
UTEP in the half-court trap defense here against Southern Miss. See if they can penetrate and get a decent shot off this time. Lee, you know, when you have all these substitutions that both teams are doing, sometimes it's tough to get your rhythm as a team because you're mixing and matching different pieces and parts of the team. And maybe you're not playing with the guys you're used to playing with or whatever, but the rhythm so far right now seems to be favoring UTEP versus Southern Miss.
There was some very good hustle on the court by Mark Yoxon, and he was able to get the loose ball, throw it to his teammate Justin Johnson. And Johnson is fouled. Effie Odigi is the culprit, as Johnson will go to the line. And Justin Johnson on the year, 67% free throw shooter, only averaging 4.2 points per game. Justin Johnson was in JUCO recruiting was the 13th ranked junior college player nationally as a sophomore last year, averaged 16.9 points per game, as he did get that first free throw to go. And again, this is a Gold Eagle team that started the year not shooting the ball well from the charity stripe, but has been able to move forward and has shot the ball well, as Johnson doesn't get that one to go. So 1 out of 2 there from the line. Here come the Miners with a 4-point lead. The Golden Eagles don't want to see this lead grow. Enemy takes it to the hole. He goes up and can't get it to go, and Yoxon knocks it down, and it's DeAndre Pinckney, the big guy, underneath with the rebound. And here comes Jay Malone, who has been in the game a little while now, giving Tay Hardy as well as JP a little bit of a breather. Pinckney from the top, thought about it, and then decided to go ahead and take it from the line. A nice shot there by Pinckney. Pinckney with 2 points. Correction, 4 points now for Pinckney. And
Pinckney can hit that shot all night long. UTEP probably going to find that out very quickly, and I imagine they won't give him near as much space going forward.
And there's a hard underneath play there by Effie Odigi. Gave a little bit of a shoulder, but was able to get the layup to go. And now the Golden Eagles back in on the offensive side of the court. Justin Johnson at the top, back to Jay Malone. Jay Malone had a game last year where he was hot from outside. Hasn't seen that kind of action this year as Mark Yoxon moves it. Pass it back to Malone. Malone across the court to Johnson. 5 on the play clock, the shot clock. Yoxon has a throw up, a late one, and it's going to be another shot clock violation. Twice now this evening we've seen a defensive series where UTEP has held the Golden Eagles to a shot clock violation. More to come here.
But I would imagine most teams shoot better in the second half than they do in the first half, and a lot of that has to do with your fresher legs on defense. You play much better defense when your legs are fresh. I know what UTEP has done, what they wanted to do was limit Draine so far, and so far they've done that, only allowing him the one basket.
It's UTEP with the early lead and UTEP with the basketball. And that's a shot that doesn't go by Kennedy, but another offensive board by Enemy and the UTEP Miners. And Sule Boone from outside with a hand in his face couldn't get that one to go. And a rebound underneath by Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson on the year averaging 7.7 rebounds a game, and there was a big one underneath. Now loose ball, a couple guys hustling on the court. And as Tay Hardy finds the loose ball, finds his man Tyler Stevenson with the slam. And there's a little exclamation point on the end of that shot.
And Stevenson gets the slam dunk and the 2 points. But Tay Hardy gets the credit for the hustle, diving for the loose ball
after the almost turnover by the Golden Eagles to end that
possession with a slam dunk. They were very, very fortunate to do that, and you got to give a lot of credit to Hardy on that one.
Southern Miss does have a 3-game winning streak, and over those 3 games, they've been able to hold their opponents to 34% shooting. And here this evening already, they've held UTEP to 30% shooting. And there's a look inside by Stevenson, and it does go. So the nice assist by DeAndre Pinckney.
Beautiful pass by Pinckney. Looked like he was going up for the quick 3 and saw the open man underneath. Beautiful pass there from one big to another.
We're all tied up here in Hattiesburg, 15-15. A pretty good game, back and forth. A 3 ball from the outside by Kennedy doesn't go, and Stevenson with the rebound underneath.
Let's see if UTEP this time they're coming back down to man-to-man. They've been switching back from man-to-man, matchup zone. What it looks like, let's see. That's a man-to-man defense here.
We've had multiple lead changes here in this game. This is the first tie of the ball game since we opened this game at a 2-2 score. So we're locked at 15, and there's a pass to Stevenson. He doesn't go, gets it on rebound, and then tries to go right back up, and he does draw the foul. That foul is called on Jamal Bienemy. Now Tyler Stevenson will go to the line. Stevenson is a 52% free throw shooter. The Golden Eagles on the year, just a 56% team from the line.
I think the pass surprised Stevenson a little bit there. He ended up with the basketball 2 feet from the basket, and really didn't go up as strong as he normally would, and missed the shot. Fought for the offensive rebound for a second chance. I know he'd rather have that first shot back, making it, instead of trying to make these free throws, of which he just missed the first.
On the year, the Golden Eagles have not been a very good free throw shooter in the first half. Under 50% from the line. Stevenson does get that second one to go. They are a much better free throw shooting team the second half. And now Golden Eagles back with another lead change. It's Kennedy, throws it underneath. Double team on the far side, and there's a turnover, a steal by JP. He takes it to the hole, and Bienemy gets a hand on the ball and a block there by Bienemy. Here comes Sule Boom, going to pull up a quick 3, and Boom gets it to go.
Wow, Lee, you've got a 2-on-1 opportunity on the other end. Great defensive play there by Bienemy that directly led to the quick 3 on the other end by UTEP. Huge play right there by him.
Sule Boom with 9 points. Dron Pierre with the ball being guarded by Boom. There's Tyler Stevenson on the edge with a loose ball to Harris. Tay Hardy draws the double team, tries to get out. Harris with the ball. Harris, a very athletic player, and a nice jumper there that goes another tie game.
And that's what I meant earlier, Lee. Instead of taking the off balance, falling off shot, just stop, pop, and shoot. And that's what he did there. He planted his feet, went up from 6-8 feet, and made the basket. And that's the kind of plays that Coach Lavin wants out of his players.
There's a long 3 by Boone that doesn't go. And another offensive board by Bryson Williams and UTEP.
And Harris had both of his hands on that ball and lost it. You don't see that very often, but an excellent job there by UTEP to, again, create another opportunity here on the offensive end.
The enemy doesn't go and then gives it to Bryson Williams. He pulls up the long jumper and doesn't go, and it's Draine underneath. Draine pulls it down. Ladavius Draine on the year averages 4.6 rebounds and a big board there.
Yeah, he's done a really good job. Several rebounds for the Golden Eagles tonight by Draine. I know the Golden Eagles want to get him some shots here, get him a couple threes before the half.
Tay Hardy has had a really good second half of this early season already. Southern Miss is 4-3. The last 3 games, Tay Hardy has played extremely well. He's the transfer from Pearl River Community College's Tyler Stevenson. Another shot. Stevenson now with 7 points.
And again, Lee, just a straight jump, plant your feet, go straight up. UTEP is doing a really good job penetrating the basketball, getting it to the basket. And Southern Miss is trying to equal that, but instead of getting good shots, they've been falling off. The last couple of trips, they've really had some good plant feet there. Again, driving to the basket there by UTEP, this time stolen by Draine.
Draine did an excellent job, and JP's going to pull it up. JP hits the 3. Jaron Pierre with 5 points. A big 3 by JP and a lead by the Golden Eagles. Southern Miss and UTEP, their last 8 field goals, but Southern Miss has hit 6 of their last 8, and they're on a 6-0 run, and now a 7-0 run and now with a 5-point lead. And Larry, what does UTEP need to do to try to get Southern Miss a little bit out of rhythm and out of sync here?
Well, they've got to reestablish the pace. It looks like they've kind of flipped the scripts of the last 2 or 3 minutes. And Southern Miss was doing the faster paced ball game, making their shots, and UTEP was not playing to the tempo that they would prefer.
Bryson Williams' three-pointer didn't go. Draine Pierre being guarded by Sule Boone. Two pretty good young athletes there as a pass into Stevenson, and a foul's going to be called on UTEP. There's a foul in the paint. Southern Miss will inbound that. Foul's called on Verhoeven, as now checking in it'd be Christian Shodlund for UTEP.
You see the pass into the big there by the Golden Eagles. You know, in high school, it's a little easier to get a ball to the block than it is in college. And a lot of times, the guy doesn't look like he's open, but he really is open. It's a good job there by Hardy getting the bounce pass in and creating the foul.
Southern Miss trying to hold on to a little bit of a lead here against this UTEP minor team, as Christian Agnew drives and can't get it to go. And here comes Tay Hardy. Talked about Tay Hardy earlier, the Pearl River Community College transfer. Tay Hardy was on that team at Pearl River that went undefeated, so a pretty good leader of this Golden Eagle team. And now it's Draine Pierre at the top. Pass out to Denijah Harris, back to Tay Hardy. Tay Hardy's one that can drive and can score, but he did lose the basketball there, and he's going to get called with a foul. Tay Hardy charged with the foul.
Lee, I believe Coach Terry is really stressed with his players in practice this week to, hey, let's when we can, let's take the ball to the basket, because numerous times tonight they've caught the ball along the wing. There you see the turnover and the subsequent foul by Hardy. Many times on the offensive end, they've caught the ball on the wing, 25 feet from the basket, and ended up at the basket with the ball. Southern Miss got to do a better job of stopping the penetration and letting them get the ball to the basket.
Sule Boone from beyond the arc doesn't go, and it's a loose ball. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Bryson Williams. Good hustle there underneath by Tyler Stevenson. Again, that's what Tyler Stevenson, he comes in averaging 10 points with 7.7 rebounds. But one thing he does is he is very, very athletic and doesn't mind giving up his body.
There you see the ball bouncing off. It looked like it actually bounced off the Southern Miss player, but it did hit someone's knee there. Southern Miss ball going the other way. Here we see Stevenson underneath trying to make the old-fashioned three-point play. Missing another short basket there. Another good pass by Tay Hardy. Lee, I see Tay just getting more and more and more comfortable with his role as a Golden Eagle, being the quarterback of the team and getting these passes to the bigs in the proper spot.
You know, Tay Hardy this summer, he was the one that really started to reorganize the players. He contacted each one of the players as Tyler Stevenson's free throw does go. Justin Johnson checks back in, actually gives Tay Hardy a little bit of a breather. But again, continuing on Tay Hardy and what he does, he is that vocal leader. He contacted and really was able to communicate with all of his players in the midst of a pandemic this summer, trying to get them all on the same page.
It's called leadership. You know that as well as I do. That's just leadership, and that's just something you can't teach. That's something bred in you, and he's done a good job, excellent job there by UTEP, pushing the ball again down the floor, playing fast, getting the ball to the basket, and now a chance for the three-point opportunity here for Agnew.
Agnew is a 67% free throw shooter, and that basket by Agnew wiped away about a 4-minute drought by the UTEP team, as Agnew cannot complete the three-point play. We are nearing the 1-minute mark here in this first half. It's been a really good first half, some good defense on both sides of the court, and a foul away from the basket now is going to be called against Agnew. So we saw Agnew do something really good offensively, and then a foul away from the basket. Not a great decision there that will send Draine Pierre to the line. Pierre just 33% shooter from the free throw line so far for him in his young season. He does get the first one to go.
And Lee, we'll have to watch the defensive intensity for the last 58 seconds of this half, and then obviously the second half tonight. And then tomorrow night, can these teams keep up this intensity on the defensive end? UTEP is really getting after it on this man-to-man defense on the defensive end for them, and it'll be interesting to see if they can go this hard the entire game and then turn right around and do that again tomorrow night.
Pierre finishes off the 2 shots and has 7 points. And there's a long 3 from outside Sholun that doesn't go.
And notice the Golden Eagles, Lee, on the defensive end, trying to help prevent these drives to the basket that I was talking about. You see them doubling, leaving their man on the wing, going to the opposite corner there. It was Pinckney to help, I believe it's a try by Coach David Leitner to prevent the penetration and the successful penetration that UTEP has had so far tonight. They've really been getting the ball to the basket far more easily than Coach Leitner would like, and I believe he's trying to offset that lead with some of these half-court traps and trappings in the corner that you're seeing.
Denaje Harrison, Artur Konukchik has come back in for the Golden Eagles. Bryson Williams on the line, a 75% free throw shooter. Williams, the guy that had 22 points earlier in the year against Arizona State, 16 of those in the second half. So we talked about these teams, big second half. Bryson Williams is one of those guys that can play in that second half and do a lot of great things.
New wrinkle by UTEP there with the full court pressure. I can assure you Coach Leitner does not want Konukchik bringing the ball up all the way down the court. You'd rather have that ball in one of your point guard's hands or shooting guard's hands. Fortunate there by Southern Miss to get the second opportunity there. Goaltending call. Basket will be credited to Draine with 17.9 left. It increased their lead to 7, Lee.
Yeah, Draine did a nice job. Pinckney underneath kind of threw one up, but it was Draine with the loose ball and was able to draw the goaltending. So excellent job there. And now a little bit of a slow play by the enemies. He's going against, sees the mismatch, goes against Artur Konukchik, and the easy layup. Definitely a mismatch, and Artur just throws it up. UTEP, when they are 4-0 when scoring 30 or more points in the first half, and they are 0-2 when scoring 28-23. Again, it's the Golden Eagles that were better shooting the basketball than UTEP. Southern Miss 42% shooting, and they were able to hold the UTEP Miners to just 28% shooting here, as UTEP does get the basketball first this second half, and it's Bienemy being guarded by Jerome Pierre. A pick at the top. Bienemy tries to drive, missed his opportunity to find Verhoeven, but it's from the corner. Kennedy gave it up, and there's Boom that doesn't get it to go, and Pierre comes up with the early rebound for Southern Miss.
And that's the shot that Coach Terry really would like to have, because that's his number one guy. That's his best shooter, and he just missed the shot. You can't expect him to continue to miss those. He's such a good shooter. You got to expect those shots to fall sooner rather than later for Boom.
Tyler Stevenson gets his shot. Oh, it goes in and out. That shot was over Verhoeven. Pretty good defense on the play, but a missed opportunity.
Tough break there for the Golden Eagles. That ball looked like it was halfway down and came back out. Good job by UTEP with the defensive rebound, limiting Southern Miss Golden Eagles to one shot.
Good hustle by Denaje Harris, knocking that basketball out. 18 seconds on the shot clock as UTEP will inbound it. Coach Terry down on a knee, giving some instructions to his team. Knows that he doesn't want this Southern Miss team to try to get anything hot. Both teams saw droughts the first half, but again, it's due to some really good defensive play, and we knew coming in that Southern Miss's defense was really strong, as Sule Boom is going to draw the foul. He will go to the foul line. Sule Boom, an 87% free throw shooter from the line. Sule Boom with 9 points so far this evening.
Well, Lee, 87%, without trying to do the broadcasting jinx here, it's 87%. That's pretty much automatic. That means he's making 9 out of 10. What was important there on that last play is he looked up, Boom looked up and saw the shot clock was down to 4 as he makes another free throw, and he just took the ball to the basket. Excellent job recognizing the shot clock winding down, taking the ball to the basket, and again, missing the shot, but making and converting number 2 free throws.
Ron Pierre to Tay Hardy in the far side of the court. Back to Draine. Draine would love to try to get his hands on the ball to try to get a 3-ball, but instead, good defense and a bad decision by Draine as he throws it away.
UTEP is doing an excellent job on Draine on the defensive end, limiting. He did not want to, Coach Terry did not want to give him airspace, is what he called it. Didn't want to give him any room. Don't let him breathe, basically. And they've done a great job of staying in his face, staying right. He doesn't have time or room to get these threes off.
Verhoeven back to the top to Bieniemy. Bieniemy draws a double team, gets in the lane, finds an open shot, and Bieniemy throws it up for a good shot. Bieniemy now with 6 on the evening.
2 possessions by UTEP. Both times they penetrated the ball to the basket.
Southern Miss had a 5-point lead and saw 4 points quickly for UTEP as there's a foul that's going to be called against UTEP. Southern Miss will inbound it.
If I'm Southern Miss, I got to back off until they show me they're going to make some threes. They've got to prevent this penetration that UTEP is doing to the basket. And, when they're 2 for 11 in the first half from three-point, and I know they can shoot the ball better than that, but they would have to prove it to me, Lee, before I continue to pick them up 30 feet from the basket, allowing this penetration to the basket.
Boom dribbles in, passes back out to Williams to Bieniemy. Bieniemy with his right hand gets to the lane, and there is
illegal screen.
A illegal screen called going against the UTEP Miners, and Southern Miss will have the basketball. And this is a series that UTEP leads 18 games to 14. They did sweep USM last year, as you see the illegal screen by Williams. They did sweep USM last year in a pair of games. However, UTEP is only 3-11 inside Reed Green Coliseum. So statistics go against UTEP. However, this is a really, really good team that beat a really good Arizona State team earlier in the year.
And Arizona State, too, Lee.
Absolutely. Hardy found Pierre, but Pierre with 4 on the shot clock. Quick one couldn't go, but it's Denaje Harris with the board, and the ball was on the rim. Tyler Stevenson tried to knock it in. I don't think they're going to give him credit there as a goaltending call.
Now, the ball was still on the rim, Lee, and I believe the ball was actually going to go in, and he actually touched it to sit here with the finger. Watch his left hand right there touch the ball as it goes in. I don't know if we'll ever know if it would have stayed in, but you cannot touch the ball while it's on the rim or it's goaltending.
Give credit to both of them for really aggressive play on the glass on the offensive end as a 3-ball by Bieniemy doesn't go, and Draine and Tay Hardy in transition. Hardy pulls up, draws a double team, finds Stevenson at the top. Draine wants to try to shoot it, but instead drives with his left hand and not a very good shot off the glass.
And Draine looks a little frustrated right now. He's not been able to get his shot off, so he kind of forced a driving shot there. But you see there another rebound by Draine has not affected him on the defensive end. Draine wants to shoot the 3. You know that. UTEP knows that, and they're just not giving him space to do that.
Excellent defense. Again, we've talked about that. There's a good pass to Stevenson, and Stevenson does go. Nice job right there. Draine with the dish off to Stevenson, finding an open shot.
And Draine says, hey, if you're going to double team me out here 30 feet from the basket, I'm going to dish to my big man here for an easy basket. So that was a smart play by him and a beautiful pass there to Stevenson.
UTEP's ball doesn't go once again, and now it's Jerron Pierre and the Golden Eagles trying to get something once again going. Southern Miss with just 1 bucket here this second half, and there's a long shot by Tyler Stevenson. Doesn't normally shoot the ball well outside, but Stevenson averaging 10 points a game. Pretty nice shot there.
The scouting report on Stevenson does not say he's a great shooter from 18 to 20 feet, but I've seen him improve as you see UTEP finally there hitting a 3. That one by Kennedy, and maybe that's a sign of UTEP starting to warm up from beyond the 3.
Southern Miss with just a 2-point lead. It's 32-30 here in Hattiesburg, and again some poor shooting in the first half. It's improved a little bit for the Golden Eagles. UTEP still shooting under 30% on the day. Draine trying to get his way involved in this game other than defensively. He pulls one up, hits the front of the rim, and doesn't go. And there's a rebound by Boone. And a quick in transition, Kennedy couldn't get the slam to go, and the offensive rebound by Boone. And Larry, there's a couple missed opportunities there for UTEP. If you're Coach Terry, you've got to be pretty upset.
Yeah, that was a huge opportunity for UTEP there. I don't think he was trying to do anything fancy. I just think the ball slipped out of his hand there as he went down to the dunk. But again, you saw Draine pressing on the other end, trying to get his shot off. And the best part about this league is we get to do all this over again in about 20 hours, because at 4 o'clock tomorrow, these two teams meet again for their second conference game of the year.
And that's the way it's going to be all year long in conference play. Game 1 of the weekend series will be on Friday nights, and Game 2 will be on Saturday afternoons. And we're in Game 1 of the Southern Miss UTEP series this weekend. Happy New Year 2021, looking for some really good things. As Southern Miss looking for some good things by Tyler Stevenson, as he now has 14 points on the game.
Set play there to get the ball to Tyler Stevenson. UTEP had no offside ball help behind the lob pass in, and so they were able to convert with an easy point-blank basket there by Stevenson.
And there's a foul is going to be called by Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson already with 3 personal fouls on the afternoon. We'll keep our eye on Stevenson. I'm sure Coach Ladner does not want him to get to that 4th. You have to take him out of the game.
He may take him out anyway, Lee, because you got 14 minutes left in this ball game. That's a lot of time to play your last part of the ball game with 3 fouls. You can see a basket there by UTEP on the inside.
Effie Odigi did a really nice job stepping into the lane, finding the glass, and lays it up. We're back to just a 2-point lead by the Golden Eagles as Stevenson gets in on the inside. A nice pass from Hardy, and then Pierre is able to put it back.
Put back basket by Pierre there. Good opportunity, or good effort there on the offensive board, getting his hand on the missed shot and creating another opportunity for the Golden Eagles. As you see a foul there on the floor, I believe it's going to be on Draine.
Yeah, Kennedy looked like he tried to lower his shoulder, but Draine was moving. And Draine's going to be called with the foul there as UTEP will inbound it under their own basket. Gives it to Williams to Bieniemy. Bieniemy dribbles around, tries to get inside, pulls up a shot, and that one does go. We've got a 2-point lead once again.
Well, Bieniemy penetrated around the defense there, was looking to pass and realized he was wide open for the 12-foot jump shot, and he just goes straight up and makes the shot. Excellent play there by him.
Pierre and Bieniemy have been guarding each other. Pinckney from the long-range shot doesn't go, and there's would be an offensive board, and a foul is going to be called on UTEP. Number 32, Effie Odigi, is going to be charged with that foul on that rebound.
And that's why Coach Ladner needs Stevenson in the ballgame, because he's so active. You cannot take your eye off him if you're the defensive player. He just never stops. He's always coming. But it'd be interesting to see how much longer he lets him go with 3 fouls.
Pierre with the basketball. The freshman sensation from New Orleans had that one stolen. Good effort by Tay Hardy getting on the court, as well as Ladavius Draine getting on the court. And it's going to be a jump ball called. The possession arrow is going to go in favor of, looks like the Golden Eagles.
Alternate possession. I believe it belongs to Southern Miss. There you see the loose ball. Turnover by Pierre. Again, Tay Hardy on the floor going after the loose ball. Southern Miss has done a good job tonight on the 50-50 balls, getting on the floor, hustling, and creating more opportunities on the offensive end.
Pierre knew he had less than 10 on the shot clock when he got the basketball. But there's a nice job underneath by Tyler Stevenson getting an offensive board. Couldn't get his shot to go, but he did draw the foul. And Tyler Stevenson is going to be on the line for Southern Miss. Stevenson, again, just over 50% shooting from the line. 14 points for Tyler. He's 2 of 4 here this evening from the charity stripe.
9 rebounds, Lee, for this guy right here. Came to Southern Miss as a walk-on and quickly earned a scholarship, and now is one of Coach Jay Ladner's most valuable players, not only on the floor but off the floor. As you are aware, this summer when COVID hit, they decided to build a weight room in their barn, and they worked out. He came back, bulked up 10 or 15 pounds, much stronger. Just didn't sit around and do anything during the summer. Said, well, we're going to have this downtime. We're going to take advantage of it, and that's just who Tyler Stevenson is.
You and I got to watch him play a lot last year, and we could see him improve each and every week, and really even this year has gotten that much better as well. And again, credit to what he was able to do in the offseason, as Coach Ladner does now give him a little bit of a breather. And checked in is Denaje Harris.
A little token pressure there by the Golden Eagles, just trying to slow this UTEP minor team down, just slow the pace down a little bit. It's a beautiful pass there and slam dunk by Sholin.
Yeah, nice job. Good look by Bieniemy. And again, the true point guard that this team really didn't have last year. This is what he's been able to add to this team. Great vision, great passes, as he did find Sholin. If Southern Miss can match it on the other end of the court, is Draine really trying to get something going. A long floating shot. That's one way to get involved, Ladavius Draine.
Yeah, that's not the shot he likes to take, though. He'd rather take that three, but good job there penetrating. He had Pinckney open for a moment on the post, didn't see him, but was able to convert close range.
Sule Boom wanted to take the three-point. Denaje put a hand in his face. He tried again, and now it's Bieniemy wanting it inside to Williams. Williams finds the way to the glass and a layup. Bryson Williams now with 3 points.
How about the pass by Bieniemy? He was looking to take a shot, realized he had an open man underneath, and again, beautiful pass that didn't even have to be put on the floor, that led directly to a basket.
It's been a close one all game long. Southern Miss at one point a 5-point lead. UTEP at one point a 5-point lead, but the majority of this game has been within a couple points, and it's just 1 point separating these two right now. As Jerron Pierre trying to get something going against Bieniemy, pulls up the long shot, hits off the side of the rim, but the shot clock was about to run down.
Yeah, the buzzer actually went off while the ball was in the air, so he had to take the step back. Fadeaway shot is not what the shot that they wanted, but he had to take because of the excellent defense by UTEP.
Bieniemy passes it to Sholin. Sholin the long three, and Sholin with the big one. 8 points now by Sholin.
Big basket there, facing up at the three-point arc, ready to shoot when he caught the ball. Goes straight up and drains the long three-pointer. As you see, timeout called by Southern Miss.
Southern Miss calls the timeout. UTEP with the lead, their first lead since they led 18-6.
To support a strong immune
direct passes from the assist leader, Bieniemy there. Beautiful job of him recognizing the open man, and beautiful passes to his teammate for easy baskets.
UTEP on top of the Golden Eagles, 41-39. Southern Miss would love to try to find a way to pick up this conference win #1, but so would the Miners. Both teams, it's very important to get this first win. As a turnover by Southern Miss. Sule Boom not going to get an easy basket as the Jay Malone gets the foul. Southern Miss and UTEP more to come. Good afternoon so far for Tyler Stevenson.
And UTEP has hit their last 5 field goals. You knew they weren't going to continue to shoot 28% for the ball game, and it looks like they're starting to warm up from the floor, and including 5 of their last 5.
And Sule Boom is on the line. We've talked about how accurate he is from the free throw line, an 87% free throw shooter. Tonight he is 4 for 4 from the line. Make that 5 of 5. Boom now with 12 points. He has 5 boards as well as an assist. Sule Boom, a very, very good player now. 6 of 6. He's perfect from the line, and the lead by UTEP now extended to 4 points as Jerron Pierre, Tay Hardy running the show. A little bit of a half-court press there by the Miners. The Miners know that Southern Miss can get hot at any point.
Half-court pressure there, but falling back in a man-to-man defense, Lee. Instead of staying in the zone, they're just switching back to and picking up the man, right back into the man-to-man defense.
Pierre had Denaje Harris underneath, and there's a long ball by Tay Hardy. Tay Hardy lights it up from outside.
He caught the ball out there on the wing, surveyed what he had. He started to penetrate, realized the UTEP defender was not going to come up on him, and so he just pulled the trigger and made the 3 ball.
Sule Boom passed it out to Kennedy. Kennedy drove, knocked it off the glass, and there's some hustling underneath by both teams. And Pinckney gets the rebound, but he traveled as well. What a call there on the baseline.
He kind of twirled around on his pivot foot. He wasn't sure if he could put that other foot back down or not. I think he could have held it up and just given the ball up, but instead he put the foot down, hoping that it wouldn't get called. And that was a good call by the official.
Tyler Stevenson back in for the Golden Eagles, and there's a lofty shot that doesn't go. Rebound by Draine, and here comes JP. Southern Miss down by 1 here in Reed Green. JP to Stevenson, back to JP. Tay Hardy hit a 3 while ago, doesn't get that one to go. And Pinckney can't come down with the rebound. Neither can Stevenson, but Pinckney does get it and just threw it away. And it's Kennedy coming against Hardy now.
Lost his balance going down. A good effort on both teams there, fighting for the loose ball. UTEP comes away with it, and now looking to increase that lead.
The enemy drives the left hand, draws the foul, and that foul is going to be on Jerron Pierre.
Lee, UTEP's doing a lot better job this half with their penetration, not necessarily converting every basket, but you see here how he leaned into him, created the foul, and now he's getting a chance to go to the free throw line. Whereas in the first half, they were just throwing the ball up, not finishing, not enough contact for fouls. This half, they're doing a better job of either finishing the basket or getting to the foul line, as you see here.
Bieniemy is 73% free throw shooter. However, he's 0 for 4 here tonight. Bieniemy, a much better free throw shooter than what he's showing tonight. 8 points that he does have. And now Jerron Pierre with the basketball, almost lost it. He's being guarded by Bieniemy. Tyler Stevenson out top. And he does get a steal by Sule Boom. Sule Boom on the fast break, goes with the left hand. An easy bucket for Boom. Boom now with 15 points.
Great job by Boom, not only for the steal, but he saw Pierre on his right shoulder, and so he protected the ball by using his left hand, going up on the left side of the basket for the easy play. Very, very smart play there by Boone.
Pinckney at the top. He's being guarded by Sholon. Pinckney decides to drive, gets inside, gets it to go. That's a nice drive by Pinckney. Pinckney gets the layup, draws the foul, and gets an opportunity for a three-point play. DeAndre Pinckney for the Golden Eagles has not been to the free throw line prior to tonight. Pinckney with 6 points, and his first free throw attempt coming. See if he can complete this play.
Very strong athletic move there by Pinckney. Pinckney starting to show flashes of the player that he can be. He had a little trouble health-wise early on in the season. Now he's responding, getting his legs back under him. Now has a chance for the three-point play.
A very aggressive and physical player. He does miss that one, but he's a player that can play above the rim. He can also play outside and has some agility to get to the basket. As an open three by Kennedy, a little short, rebound by Draine.
And that's a big miss there. It's a great shot. A wide open three on the corner would have been a big basket for UTEP. Southern Miss fortunate that he missed and come with the rebound here. You see Pinckney again feeling more and more comfortable. Good shot there from 15 feet, just a little off to the right side. Excellent job by Kennedy with the rebound.
Sule Boom at the top. Tay Hardy with the defense, a little soft defense, and he moves to his right. Hardy tries to catch him and then pulls one up, a little short. Rebound by Draine. Draine now for the Golden Eagles, 11 rebounds. So we talked about his offensive production. UTEP has been able to shut him down, but defensively, he's been able to pull down some boards, so he's getting some production out of Draine.
Closing in on 7 minutes to go in the game, Lee. And we got a 1-point ball game between these two teams on their conference opener. Is exactly what we thought. And like we said earlier, we get to do it again tomorrow.
It's been fun here. So
he's got to be thinking, man, if we can just take this first game tonight, we'd have an opportunity for a sweep to come back right back tomorrow night. And so this is a huge 7 minutes and 4 seconds left for both of these teams.
And they did sweep the Golden Eagles last year. They have not won many games in Hattiesburg at all, just 3-11 in Hattiesburg. The home team in this series has won 11 straight, so advantage to the home team. But the advantage goes to UTEP right now with the 1-point lead. But it's gone back and forth all night long. Southern Miss has got to try to find a way to get a bucket. The shot clock goes down. It's Pinckney from outside, and Pinckney with a long three doesn't go. Rebound by Kennedy.
Another rebound. A good shot there. A good job by UTEP on the defensive end, forcing a shot from way out by Pinckney at the buzzer.
The enemy's shot doesn't go, and an offensive rebound by Bryson Williams gets it back to the top. It's Sholon. Back to Bienemy. Jerome Pierre with the defense. The pick set up. Jerome Pierre's guarding. And Bienemy does get the jumper off the glass to go. And now a 3-point lead by the Miners.
Bienemy is not just the type of player that passes. I mean, he could take the ball to the rack and finish the play as well. What a great find and pickup by Coach Terry, adding him to his squad.
There's a traveling violation called by the Golden Eagles, so UTEP will get the basketball back, and they have the lead as well. Christian Agnew actually got that rebound a couple moments ago. I said it was Kennedy, but it was Agnew, and that's Kennedy with the basketball now. Agnew with the basketball now, correction. Bryson Williams inside on Tyler Stevenson, gets a step and gets that shot to go as well. So back to a 5-point lead for the UTEP Miners. And Southern Miss, not sure if it's their legs or UTEP just really trying to pick things up here. Southern Miss a crucial time to try to get a bucket on this possession.
Normally a team that plays so fast on the offensive end normally doesn't play this hard on the defensive end, but UTEP has. As you see, a beautiful play there again by Pinckney on the inside, going up strong, completing the basket while getting fouled. As you see here, the pass from Hardy. Little push off there, wasn't called, goes up strong, makes the basket. Now has an opportunity for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way for Pinckney.
Pinckney was ranked number 16 nationally in JUCO recruiting. Had many offers from Ole Miss, St. John's, Rutgers, as well as Virginia Tech, but it was the Golden Eagles that was able to land Pinckney. 8 rebounds tonight for DeAndre Pinckney, which is a career high, and his first free throw made of his Golden Eagle career as well. And Pinckney now on the night with 9 points.
Speaking of big pickups, that was a big pickup for Southern Miss to find him. And he's finally now getting his legs in there. You see another opportunity on the offensive board by UTEP and misses at point-blank range. And Canucks with the defensive rebound there for the Golden Eagles.
Agnew got the rebound, tried to get it underneath, and the shot wouldn't go. And you're right, Artur Canucks has not been in the game long, but what great effort there by the kid from Estonia in his sophomore year. Had a lot of playing time last year, a lot of starts last year as a true freshman. The big kid from Estonia, Artur Kanukchuk, a 6'8" sophomore, weighs 213, and from the line, he is 60% free throw shooter.
It's really been playing well for the Golden Eagles, just trying to do what he does best, just keeping the game simple, not trying to create too much, let the game come to him. He's been doing a really good job of recognizing, hey, when I'm open and when I'm not, and doing a good job of converting. As you see there, as he makes the first free throw, now he has a chance to tie this game.
Artur Kanukchuk makes the second, and he helped his team beat Lamar a couple weeks ago on the road as he was able to seal a couple free throws late in the game as well. We're all tied up at 49 here in Hattiesburg. We're under the 5-minute mark. If you're just joining us, I'm Lee Roberts alongside Larry Boyd inside Reed Green Coliseum, and Agnew can't get that one to go. Agnew was one of these guys that was a huge addition to this team that really added depth at the guard position. Actually started in 45 games at North Alabama. Does a really nice job getting inside. Couldn't get that one to go, but
that's a tough matchup there for Canucks to try to guard him on the floor. And again, UTEP doing a really good job penetrating to the basket, as we talked earlier. And this half, they've done a much better job of finishing, either getting the basket or the foul at the least, and having an opportunity to shoot free throws.
Agnew gets the second one to go. He is a 67% free throw shooter. That's his first free throw made of the night, and gets his team, the Miners, back in the lead again. Pierre being guarded by Agnew at the top. Some tight man-on-man coverage. Tay Hardy at the top, being covered by Boom. Inside to Pinckney. Pinckney pulls it and doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Verhoeven. And here comes the Miners. And Sule Boom, he wanted to pull it up. Instead, passed it out. Lost control, but he did keep possession of the basketball. Bienemy at the top. Again, a little bit of a mismatch going against Artur. He goes to his left hand, threw it away, and it's Sholon inside, gets the layup to go right over Stevenson.
And it looks like whoever Canucks ends up on, Lee, they're just clearing out and going one-on-one. Canucks is a great basketball player, does a lot of things well for the Golden Eagles, but he cannot guard those guys, quicker guys, that far out from the basket. And Coach Terry's done a really good job of calling these plays to create those mismatches.
Tay Hardy looked like he was going to throw an alley-oop to Tyler Stevenson. Instead, got that one to go. So nice shot there by Tay Hardy.
Well, he got fortunate there. He was throwing a pass, and I think he got hit on the arm, and the ball happened to go into the basket. So he'll take it. Southern Miss down by 1 to the Miners here with 3:20 left in this ball game. Another basket by the Miners.
Yeah, Bieniemy now with 12 points on the evening. Jerron Pierre handling the offense for the Golden Eagles. The freshman from New Orleans gets to the lane. Not a great shot there. And it is knocked out of bounds by DeAndre Pinckney. So UTEP will remain possession of the basketball. UTEP does have the lead. A 3-point lead for the Miners here.
86-87% free throw shooter. And it'll be interesting to see as you get back down to the end of this ball game if UTEP maintains this lead. They're going to have to, Southern Miss will have to put somebody else on the line besides him because I think he's hit the rim once tonight on his 6 free throws.
UTEP with the basketball. Like I said, with the 3-point lead. This is a crucial time for the Golden Eagles. They've got to figure out a way to get Draine the basketball. Ladavius Draine has not gone since his freshman year, since he has not attempted a 3-point basket. And tonight he has not. And I know he'd love to be able to attempt one and make one to help his team get to that point, as Bryson Williams is going to the line, a 75% free throw shooter for UTEP. And again, as a team, UTEP comes in shooting 75% from the line. So overall, a pretty good shooting team. Williams with 6 points now here for the Miners in a 4-point lead. 75%
shooting for a team is really good. Your goal is 70, 71%, and they're shooting 75%, as I've said, including Boone's 80-something, 86, 87%. So Southern Miss has got to convert on the offensive end and get this an even ball game. They don't want to get into a free throw shooting contest here with UTEP towards the end of this ball game.
Tay Hardy with the basketball. He was the first commit of Coach Ladner's class this year, as the Golden Eagles turned it over, got it right back, and then Tay Hardy threw it right back to UTEP. Bieniemy on the fast break and gets the layup to go. Defense by Draine, but Bieniemy was much better there, getting a backhanded layup, and now a 6-7 point game.
And look at Agnew picking up 40 feet from the basket. These guys don't quit. They have maintained this defensive pressure the entire ball game, and they've kept it up. The pressure man-to-man. You mentioned earlier that Draine doesn't have a 3-pointer tonight, Lee. He's only attempted 7 shots, and he's their best shooter. And you know Coach Ladner would love for him, if you see Bieniemy there finishing the reverse layup after the steal. You know that Southern Miss would like to get Draine more than 7 shots during the ball game.
Southern Miss has only scored 2 points in the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds, as the Miners have scored 9. As Jerron Pierre finds a way at the top of the key to hit a big basket. Big
basket there. Southern Miss needed that one to cut into this lead. Huge possession here by UTEP.
Boom at the top, going against Hardy, and now going against Pinckney. Pinckney, good defense, knocks that one away, but UTEP will keep it with 18 on the shot clock. Leading scorer, like I said, for UTEP is Sule Boom, but right behind is Jamal Bieniemy. Bieniemy with 14 points. A pretty good evening for Bieniemy, and that's Agnew can't get it to go. Jerron Pierre underneath, and now JP with the basketball.
And Bieniemy has had the responsibility of guarding Draine in the defensive end. And he's done an excellent job of doing that all night, Lee.
There's a loose ball that was knocked out of bounds. It was called knocked out by the Golden Eagles, but the officiating crew is going to take a look at this. It was Jerron Pierre. They had gone up with one of the UTEP players, and the ball was knocked out of bounds. This is a crucial time as we're under 90 seconds here to play. The Golden Eagles down by 5. And it's Agnew and Pierre both went up. Not sure whose hand. Looked like the Golden Eagles thought that it was Agnew that knocked it out, but the official standing right on top called it UTEP ball immediately. And they are taking a look at this. Larry, 5-point lead, 1:28 to go. What do you, if you're Coach Jay Ladner, what are you telling your Golden Eagle team right now if UTEP gets the basketball here?
As you see here, it looks like this ball is going off of Pierre. I think it's a correct call by the official. So you're going to be down 5, and UTEP's actually going to be up 5 with the ball. And so, Coach Terry's telling right now, hey, let's just run some clock, take a good shot, make our free throws at the end. Southern Miss has got to give a defensive effort here. Still a lot of time left in this ball game. 1:28 is a long time. You don't have to start fouling just yet. A lot of time left, but this is a key defensive possession for Southern Miss and a key offensive possession, obviously, for UTEP here as we continue this basketball game with 1:28 left here in regulation.
Well, UTEP will have the basketball. The official on top of it saw it and made the correct call.
One of the few times you'll see UTEP walking the ball up the floor. They like to get it and go, but of course now the clock is their friend right now. They're trying to run some clock while they get off a decent offensive shot.
Bieniemy now at the top. Jerome Pierre's guarding. Little pick at the top. A shot by Bieniemy, and he drains that one. Nothing but the bottom of the net. So a really nice shot there by Bieniemy. He now has 16 points and leads this team in scoring.
Bieniemy has done everything you could ask for him tonight. He's guarded Southern Miss's best offensive player. He's led his team in assists, and he's hit some really big baskets when they needed him to.
There's a look underneath by Pinckney, and he gave it up to Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson got the layup to go and drew the foul, and that's a pretty good play right there as well. Good eyes, good vision, and awareness by Pinckney. But now it's up to Tyler Stevenson tonight. 3 of 6 from the line on the year, just over 50% shooting. A big opportunity here for Tyler Stevenson. Golden Eagles down by 5. Stevenson at the line with this. Can he take it to 4? And Stevenson's shot is good. So now a 4-point lead. We're going to see a little bit of a full court pressure here by Southern Miss. 45 seconds. They're going to need to try to get a turnover or a quick foul. I know that what they want to try to do is get a 10-second shot behind. And there's a loose ball. There's hustling by Tate Hardy. Hardy gets on the floor, throws it to Jerome Pierre. A 4-point game. Draine wants to get involved. Can Draine get it? There's a pass to Hardy, back at the top. Hardy's going to try to go to the lane, get 2. Doesn't get it to go. Tyler Stevenson follows it back up, and a quick timeout called by Jay Ladner.
And Draine was looking for the 3 there, Lee, but it was too early to be looking for the 3. Great job there by Hardy getting the ball. Take what you have to do on the road to win in conference play.
Big second half by UTEP. Let's see what their plan is to try to get this ball inbounded. It was a made basket and a timeout, so they can freely move the baseline as they need. They do get the ball into the corner. Pierre, nice defense on Pierre. He gets Sule Boone to step out of bounds, so you couldn't have drawn this up any better there, Larry.
I think Boone was expecting to get fouled, and there was a little bit.
Southern Miss and UTEP both going for win number 5 here this evening.
It's Southern Miss ball, but they have no timeout, so they have to get this ball in. And Jay Ladner is really good at having a set play. It'll be interesting to see if he's going to try to get a set play, a 3-point set play, or try to get a ball on the block to one of his bigs that he's worked on earlier in the game.
Well, that was Jerome Pierre who got a basket, and 2 of the UTEP minor players actually collided, and that allowed Jerome Pierre to get to the lane freely. And the easy layup there by Pierre ties this game up.
If the enemy or that guy right there, Boone, doesn't have the ball in his hands at crunch time.
In the last 30 seconds, Southern Miss on a 7-0 run as Bieniemy gets it in to Agnew. Good backcourt pressure by the Golden Eagles as they get it across midcourt, and they're going to set up their offense. Bieniemy now to Boone. Boone with 5 seconds on the game clock. He gets it across to Williams. Williamson, he's being guarded by, and this first half or second half is over. We're getting some free game here now as this game will go into overtime. Larry, I thought it was a little bit of a big game staring at them in the face tomorrow, but this game tonight is so crucial as we'll have a jump off between Bryson Williams and DeAndre Pinckney.
And this is my wife's fault. At home this afternoon, she was joking about having back-to-back games. She says, what if y'all get up there and you have a couple of overtimes or something? So we can, she's at home recovering from a little sickness, so baby, I hope you're feeling better. But we can blame this overtime ball game on her as we start here. Southern Miss getting the ball to start the overtime.
Stevenson to Pinckney at the top. Jerron Pierre. Pierre would love to shoot it. He'd love to try to figure out a way to get the ball to Draine. Draine would love to have a three-point attempt. Stevenson inside, not a great shot, and Bieniemy goes up and gets the rebound.
And that's the way they started off the game, just going in and not taking the ball straight up, off-balance shots. Again, he did a good job. As you see the steal there by Tay Hardy and a foul call back on the floor. But again, both coaches love their players to penetrate and take the ball to the basket. But when you get there, just plant your feet, pump fake, go straight up. Don't do the off-balance shots that we're seeing a lot tonight. Both teams, especially UTEP, did a lot better job of taking the better shots as they penetrated in the second half. And then here we go, shooting big free throws for Southern Miss.
Tay Hardy 76% from the line. His first trip to the free throw line here tonight. He does have a pair. And the first one does go. Stevenson, Tay Hardy with 8 points here tonight. If Tay Hardy can get this second one to go, Southern Miss with a 1 point lead. Coach Ladner has been in the official's ear, wanted an intentional foul called. He wasn't able to get it. And Southern Miss back to a 2 point lead. So great job there by Tay Hardy hitting the pair.
Can't say what a great game Bieniemy has played tonight, running this club for Coach Terry Miners. He's done a great job both ends of the floor, running, being the quarterback for his team. Missed shot there by UTEP, and again, Southern Miss with a chance to extend their lead.
Bryson Williams couldn't get the shot to go, but it was Tyler Stevenson with the big board, and now it's Jerron Pierre who's getting a little bit of pressure from Agnew. Ball's inside. Nice move by Jerron Pierre, but a great vision there by Draine. Draine, again, not many points here tonight, but able to give up a nice assist, and Pierre now with 13 points.
Great offensive execution there by the Golden Eagles to end up with a point-blank shot there. And now UTEP trying to answer, and they do. Again, there's that guy. The enemy won't let his team die. I mean, he just keeps them in the ball game, keeps them going over and over and over again. Awesome play tonight by Bieniemy.
Jamal Bieniemy with 18 points. He is the leading scorer for this UTEP team. Pinckney at the top gives it to Hardy. Hardy trying to set up his play as Draine loses his footing. Pierre drives to his left, finds Stevenson, back to Hardy. 4 on the shot clock. Hardy's got to get a shot off somehow and throws up an air ball. It's going to be a shot clock violation. So 3 times here tonight, I know that this UTEP team has put so much pressure on the Southern Miss offense. They've forced 3 shot clock violations.
And several other times where they've forced shots at the buzzer that maybe they've drawn from rim, but really not the shot that Southern Miss would like to have. And here we are 2 minutes into the overtime game, and their defensive pressure has not slacked up at all.
Sule Boone, the long 3 doesn't go, but it's Kennedy with the offensive rebound. Kennedy, the loose ball knocked out of bounds. UTEP will remain possession of the basketball. 17 on the shot clock as they inbound it under their own basketball goal.
Lee, both of these coaches know how important this game is because the Golden Eagles are trying to, win at home. And Coach Terry for UTEP knows how big it would be to come in here and get this first game on the road with an opportunity tomorrow night to steal 2. So huge ball game for both of these clubs.
Sule Boone's 3 doesn't go, and it's knocked out of bounds. The loose ball by UTEP. Southern Miss will have the basketball. They do have the lead, a 2 point lead here at Reed Green Coliseum. A great game. If you're just joining in, I'm Lee Roberts alongside Larry Boyd. We are in overtime as this game as it ended regulation at 60. Southern Miss now with a 2-point lead here as we're nearing the 2-minute mark as Draine gets it into Stevenson, and no basket as a foul is called underneath.
For the first time tonight, Lee, I'm seeing a little bit of fatigue by both teams. I see some mouths open, some hands on the hips, and both teams have played so hard tonight. And I'm seeing a little bit of fatigue from both of these teams. But I mean, you got to expect it at this point, right?
Titus Verhoeven has fouled out. Tyler Stevenson is on the line. Christian Scholen has checked in. Tyler Stevenson tonight from the line. A big opportunity here for Stevenson. He's 4 of 7. Make that 5 of 8 now from the free throw line.
And UTEP is in the double bonus, so he's going to get 2 shots there regardless. But Big making that first basket or first free throw to go up by 3. Another big free throw here by Stevenson, who's really improved his free throw shooting from the time he came in here as a freshman.
Tyler Stevenson makes it a 2-possession game as now their lead back to 4. Bieniemy gets it into Kennedy, a trap in the corner, and Pierre underneath. Got the loose ball knocked out by Bieniemy. So we've seen again some excellent defense by this Golden Eagle team. You talked about their legs maybe a little bit tired right there. Jerron Pierre didn't play like a freshman for sure.
And bold called there by Coach Ladner to put on the full court pressure with his team showing a little bit of fatigue, having the confidence that they could get the turnover there and not foul, which they did. Another opportunity on the offensive end to increase his 4-point lead.
Tyler Stevenson with the ball outside to Pinckney. Pierre and trying to use a little bit of clock as well. Gets it to his senior. Ladavius Draine can't get it to go as Bryson Williams denies it. Now Bieniemy on the other end knocks it out of bounds, and it will be Southern Miss basketball. And that says it all right there. Jamal Bieniemy giving his all, just can't get the ball and loses all his energy as he lays on the court there as they have to wipe up where Bieniemy was. But excellent job there defensively by JP. And now Southern Miss again with the basketball and the 4-point lead. So crucial time here for Southern Miss to try to eat as much of this shot clock as they can.
4-point lead by the Golden Eagles. Huge defensive opportunity here for UTEP. See if they can maintain the pressure that honestly they've shown all night long on the defensive end. What an effort they've shown defensively for the Miners against the Golden Eagles. As you see Draine just trying to get off a 3-pointer, but they will not give him any room.
Hardy with the shot outside, doesn't get it to go. Nice job by Stevenson knocking it away. But now it's Sule Boone. Gets it to the rim, and a blocking foul is going to be called against Tay Harley. Sule Boone will go to the line. Boone tonight, once again, is perfect 6 of 6 shooting. So nice job by Hardy. He just didn't get over in front of him.
No, he tried, and I saw it coming early. He was going to try, and not a bad try because you do send their best free throw shooter on the team to the line. But he finally missed one. But good opportunity there. Good try by Hardy to try to draw the charge.
Southern Miss and UTEP. Southern Miss now going to inbound it. Once again, a crucial minute 6 seconds remaining. A 3-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Jerron Pierre, the freshman sensation with the basketball, out of Pinckney. Pinckney guarded by Scholen. Back to Stevenson at the top. Stevenson directing traffic. Tay Hardy takes it to the hole. Not a great job by Hardy, but gets a great roll. And now the Golden Eagles back to a 5-point lead. Now it puts UTEP in a little bit of a pressure situation. Scholen throws up a long 3. Now it's the offensive rebound. Kennedy throws one up as well. Pinckney comes down with the rebound. And Boone almost knocked it out of his hands, but indeed did get a foul call against Sule Boone. That will be his first personal foul, and the fans here in Hattiesburg are on their feet ready to cheer this team on, try to pick up conference win number 1 here in 2021.
2 good looks from three-point range there. Not necessarily having to shoot the 3 that early, but they did have 2 great opportunities there. Just happened to miss on both. The offensive rebound created a second opportunity, but Pinckney was able to pull down the second rebound, and now he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Pinckney makes the first one, now has 10 points. So Pinckney, who averaged 16.8 points per game and 8 rebounds last year in junior college, tonight has 10 points and 10 rebounds. So a double-double for DeAndre Pinckney, and he gets his second one to go. Pinckney 3 of 4 and 2 crucial free throws made. 7-point lead by the Golden Eagles. Once again, a full court press. A traveling call against Bryson Williams. Tay Hardy with a big smile as he gets up off the Golden Eagle court. That's, again, excellent defense by the Golden Eagles.
Well, and Hardy's very fortunate there not to have committed the foul. As you see it here again, if you kind of bumped into him there, it could have gone either way. Would not have been a smart play to foul, but very, very fortunate to get the travel call there. So now Southern Miss has the ball up by 7.
Jay Malone is going to check back in. We haven't seen Jay Malone very much in this game. He has come in because he is a ball handler and wants to make sure Southern Miss doesn't turn it over. Tyler Stevenson does have it, and he's fouled there by Bryson Williams. Bryson Williams, it'd be his 5th personal foul. He will now foul out of tonight's game as well.
And the reason Coach Ladner put Jay Malone in is obviously he's one of the better free throw shooters, and so you've got you're trying to get your best free throw shooters out there, right? And if you're going to foul, maybe foul one of those. And Tyler Stevenson, though he's made several tonight and he's been making his free throws, you'd rather have Draine or Pierre or Hardy at the line. But let's see what Stevenson does.
Well, if you're Coach Ladner, you've got to be extremely proud of the way your guys have played down this stretch. Southern Miss trailed by 7 points with just over a minute to go in regulation, and since then have been on an 18-3 run and now lead the UTEP Miners by 8. And Tyler Stevenson's second free throw does go. Stevenson with 24 points, and again, full court pressure. A big shot here by Sule Boom. A 3-pointer does go, and an immediate timeout called. So just over 20 seconds to go here at Reed Green. Southern Miss and Utah that can make your free throws down the stretch, as Southern Miss has Stevenson, Draine, Pierre, Pinckney, and Jay Malone all in the game here. Tay Hardy in the game here for Southern Miss. Bieniemy, Boom, Shodlin, Kennedy, and Agnew are all on the court for UTEP. And a quick foul there by Kennedy on Tyler Stevenson. Not even a second was able to go off the clock there, as Tyler Stevenson will go to the line. And so crucial here down the stretch, trying to make these free throws. Tyler Stevenson on the night, 8 of 11 from the line. A big night for Stevenson, but these are 2 big ones here to come.
And you had Draine, Pierre, Hardy in there as well as Stevenson, and they just let Stevenson get the ball in the corner, so they predetermined who they wanted to shoot the free throws, and he's done a really good job tonight shooting these free throws.
Tyler Stevenson once again hits the first one. You can't make both until you hit that first one. Stevenson with 25 points here for the Golden Eagles in this conference opener here in Reed Green Coliseum. His second free throw attempt is good as well. Tyler Stevenson nails both of them. Southern Miss with an 8-point lead. UTEP with the basketball pulls up a quick 3. That was Agnew. Jerron Pierre with the rebound. And UTEP's going to let this one go to the Golden Eagles. Southern Miss continues the home win streak. The home team in this series has now won 12 straight. Southern Miss is able to pick up conference win number 1. UTEP will fall to 4-3, 0-1.